The real reason your face looks different is a single bone, the maxilla. It sits in the center of your face, right under your eyes, around your nose. Think of it like a shelf. It holds everything up: your eyes, your nose, your upper lip. Now here's the problem. That shelf is moving, slowly, backward. And you don't feel it happening, but you see the effects. Look in the mirror. Your nose looks bigger. Your eyes look deeper. Your face looks tired, like it's sinking inward. Most people think this is aging or loose skin, but it's not. It's structural. Here's what's really happening. The maxilla is losing density. Over time, bone becomes weaker, thinner. Studies show this clearly. Your mid-face angle can change by up to 10 degrees. That's huge. It's like tilting the foundation of a house. Everything above it shifts. At the same time, bone density drops every decade, about 6 to 10%. So the bone is not just moving, it's shrinking. Imagine a shelf made of soft wood, slowly bending, slowly pulling back into the wall. What happens to the objects on it? They slide down. That's your face. Now here's the twist. You've been told this is a skin problem, that you need creams, tightening products, but that misses the point. You can't fix the surface if the structure is collapsing. It's like painting a cracked wall. It looks better for a moment, but the damage is still there. So the real question is this: why is the maxilla collapsing? What is causing this backward movement? And more importantly, can you stop it? Because once you understand the cause, you start to see your face differently, not as aging, but as something you can influence. Let's go deeper. So if the maxilla is moving backward, what is actually causing it? The answer is hidden inside your skull. There is a small opening called the Pyriform Aperture. This is where your nose sits. Think of it as the base of your nose. In a strong, young face, this opening is tight, sharp, stable, like a solid frame holding everything in place. But over time, something starts to change. The bone begins to disappear, slowly. This process is called resorption, which simply means your body is removing bone. And here's the strange part. The opening actually gets bigger, wider. So what happens next? Your nose loses support. It starts to drop, not grow, drop. That's why it looks bigger. Not because it changed, but because the structure under it is shrinking. Now let's go higher, to your eyes. Most people blame dark circles on skin or lack of sleep, but the real issue is deeper: the orbital rim. This bone supports your lower eyelid, like a shelf under your eye. But just like the maxilla, it also starts to move, downward, backward. So what happens? The support disappears, and the fat under your eyes has nowhere to sit. It either sinks back or spills forward, creating that hollow look, like a cushion falling off a shrinking chair. And this is why creams fail. They try to fill the space, but the real problem is the space itself. Now here's the deeper mechanism. Inside your body, there are two types of cells: builders and breakers, osteoclasts and osteoblasts. When you're younger, they stay balanced, but over time, the breakers win. Slowly, year by year, without the right signals, your body stops maintaining the bone. So your mid-face loses projection. It becomes flatter, less forward, like a structure slowly sinking inward. So now the picture is clear. The maxilla moves back, the nose drops, the eyes sink. The whole face changes shape, not suddenly, but slowly, over years. And now the real question becomes, why does the body allow this? Why target this area first? The answer is not just inside the bone, it's in your daily habits, how you breathe, and what you eat. That's where the real trigger begins. So now we know the structure is collapsing, but what is removing the support? What is turning that shelf inward? The answer is surprisingly simple. Your tongue. Yes, your tongue. If the maxilla is the shelf, then the tongue is the support holding it up, like a kickstand inside your face. For the maxilla to stay forward, it needs constant pressure, upward pressure, from the tongue, resting on the roof of your mouth. Now imagine removing that support. What happens to the shelf? It starts to fall.
That's exactly what is happening. We are living in a quiet habit change. Mouth breathing. Instead of breathing through the nose, many people breathe through the mouth, even slightly. And when that happens, the tongue drops down. No pressure, no support. The maxilla begins to collapse inward. The face becomes longer, flatter, less defined, like a tent without its center pole. Now here's where it gets worse. Your teeth start to change shape, from wide to narrow, like a V instead of a U. Everything starts closing in. And this connects to what we discussed earlier, the soft food problem. Remember Wolff's law? Bone needs pressure to stay strong. But today, we chew less than ever. Studies show about 25% less force than people used just 150 years ago. That's a huge drop. So now you have two problems. No tongue pressure, no chewing pressure. The bone gets no signal to stay strong. So the body adapts. It removes the bone, because to your brain, it's not needed. This creates a dangerous cycle. A narrow maxilla leaves less room for the tongue. The tongue drops even more, which causes more collapse. Again and again, like a loop you don't notice. And here's the most important part. Bone is not dead, it's alive. Always changing, always adapting. Which means this is not permanent, not fixed. If you restore the signal, the body can respond. The builders can come back. The structure can stabilize. But first, you have to understand the signal. So if the problem is lack of signal, the solution is simple. Bring the signal back, not with products, with pressure, with structure. This is the maxillary reset. We are not just exercising. We are telling the maxilla to stay forward, to stay strong. Step 1, the palate press. This is your internal support, your kickstand. Most people use only the tip of the tongue. That does nothing. You need the whole tongue. Close your mouth. Let your teeth touch lightly. Now swallow. Feel your tongue stick to the roof. Now press upward, not forward, upward, against your palate, like pushing the ceiling of your mouth. This creates internal pressure, the exact signal your face has been missing. Make this your default, because here's the truth. If your mouth stays open, your structure slowly collapses. Step 2, the cheekbone anchor. Now we target the mid-face. Place your fingers on your cheekbones, right on the highest point. This is the zygomatic bone. Apply firm pressure, upward and slightly inward. Now, while holding that, lift your upper lip, like a half smile or a slight sneer. You are creating resistance, from outside and inside, like compressing a spring. This sends a signal directly to the bone. Stay dense, stay strong. Do 10 slow pulses, controlled, focused. Step 3, the maxillary impulse. This is about rhythm. Bone responds to movement, not just force. Place your palms beside your nose, on your upper jaw. Now apply a gentle pulse. Press, release, press, release. Keep it steady for 30 seconds, like pumping energy into the area. This boosts blood flow to the tissue feeding your bone, like watering dry soil. Now pause. Notice the feeling. Warmth in your cheeks, pressure around your nose, maybe even fullness in your sinuses. That's a good sign. It means the system is waking up, reactivating, rebuilding pressure from within. You are no longer letting your face fall back. You are pushing forward again. What you've just discovered changes how you see your face. It's not separate parts, not skin, not muscle, not bone alone. It's one system, connected, like a spider web. Pull one side, and everything moves. Now think back. Your neck, your jaw, your mid-face, all linked. That's why creams didn't work. That's why random exercises failed, because the structure was incomplete. You can't lift a curtain if the rod is broken, and you can't lift a face if the maxilla is moving backward. So, here's your challenge. 14 days. One simple rule. Your mouth stays closed. Every breath through your nose. Every idle moment. You use the palate press. Tongue up. Holding the structure. Rebuilding the signal. Day by day, you are teaching your bone to stay forward. But remember something important. This is only half the system, because below the maxilla, there is still tension. The platysma muscle. If that muscle keeps pulling down, your face must fight against it, like lifting weight with something dragging it down. So, to fully reset your structure, you need both sides. Lift from above, release from below. 2 parts, one system. And here's the truth. Your body records habits, not effort, not intention. What you repeat becomes your structure. So do this for 14 days, then look again. Not just at your face, but how it feels. More support, more lift, more control. And when you notice the change, you'll understand something powerful. This was never just aging. It was signals, and signals can be changed. In the next audit, we go even deeper into the hidden system behind your eyes, why they hollow out, and what's really causing it. I'll see you there.